You're having fun.
I'm having fun. I don't care about money. I don't care about fame right now.
Okay.
I'm just having fun, right? And so that's what makes it so easy for me to be relaxed on stage, is because it's not.
You have no skin in the game?
No, not really. No, not really.
Okay.
But some people are good at math. Some people are good at science. I'm good at comedy. That's my natural talent, right? And when I started, did a couple of open mics, and then the new year hit, and I told myself, you know what? Even if you don't want to, you're going to force your ass to get out and go to 2 open mics a week, right?
There you
go. So that's what I started doing. And so, then when the pandemic hit, I wasn't too bummed about, not being able to do stand up, but at the same time, I did have some time goals to do that I wanted to accomplish. But then the world decided to end. COVID makes great stand-up material.
Other than we all have the same material now.
Right. but it makes me, it makes me feel like, hanging out with you guys and all these comedians makes me feel like, Nirvana back in the 90s when grunge rock was still happening. Just going to parties, playing in garages,
Yeah.
skate parks.
That was random.
That was super random. But, with this whole pandemic, I think that it's just forced us to get a little more creative with how we do things.
Yeah. It's really interesting to see what people are creating on their own time and when they have that free time and they're bored to the point that it's like, I gotta create something. And but yeah, man, it's awesome having you around.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing though in this whole thing? I always ask, it's a basic question that I end up asking at this point because what else are we talking about?
Well, I got addicted to drugs in my 30s at the beginning of the year. So my whole thing, everybody's like, I've been gardening, I've been reading, been doing so much self-exploration. I didn't die. That was my big hell yeah. From January to May was an absolute shit show. So now I'm starting to feel better. Been taking care of myself quite a bit. So mainly it's just I've been focusing on me, mental health, and remaining sane.
Okay, that's awesome, man. That should give a lot of people some something to strive through. Hope.
Yeah.
Holy shit, someone else can do it.
Yeah.
That's one of the hardest things you could do is just kick it all. Just
Yeah, this year's been a shit sandwich for sure.
Well, I'm glad to hear that it's getting somehow that was a symptom of corona.
Anxiety and not treating it and not handling it in a positive manner. Rather, like in New Orleans in 2005 when all the residents were there were like, hey Bush, the levees are about to break, and he didn't fucking listen. That was my body. And then the levees broke, and then...
So you think Bush actually was running the country at that point?
Bush?
Yeah.
2005?
Yeah, he was running the country?
Yeah.
Not Dick Cheney?
Oh, I see what you did there. You had me fucked up for a second. I was like, oh shit. Did I just say that just show my ignorance on camera?
No. Dick Cheney was totally running the country.
I know, Dick...
And they're talking about Kamala Harris being the most powerful vice president in history. No, let's not forget about that asshole.
Dick Cheney. It's like,
He shot a man and got away with it.
Hell yeah, he did. He's like, oh, shouldn't have been standing there.
So how do you feel about that's also the other thing. There's corona and what's happening in politics. There's nothing else to talk about. How do you feel about this?
It is an interesting time to be alive when all my choices for president could be on an episode of Law and Order SVU. You know what I mean? Yes. Everybody's just sexual predators these days.